Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to today's home selling tips video. In today's video, you'll learn 5 tips on how to price your home to sell. My name is Andrew Finney. Please consider me your real estate geek. I am always here to help. My direct contact information is in the show more description below and on the back side of this video. Did you know that pricing a home to sell is not unlike a hotel price? Now, if you have a hotel and you're setting reservations, what does it dictate? What dictates that price? Isn't it like the time of the year, the season, how many people are there, what's going on with the environment, the climate? You know, it's so many factors go into the price of a hotel reservation. So it's the same thing actually with your home. So let's give you 5 ways that you can actually price your home very well to sell. So tip 1 is actually studying recent comparables. Now, studying recent comparables is extremely important because it gives us an idea of what's going on in the market. Because the market moves so swiftly, it's best to stay to comparables within the last 3 months to get an idea of what your home's value is. Make sure that you're taking in the key consideration for comparables and that they're like in kind in square foot, like in kind in similar areas, like in kind with similar amenities and features that get the best results from this. So tip 2 is actually knowing that comparables are not always comparable. And comparables are often referred to by a real estate agent for reference as comps. So if you hear that term comps, that's what that means. And the reason that not all comps would be comparable to perhaps your home is actually if you go down the street a quarter mile or so, it actually may fall into another tax district, tax zoning, school district, and maybe have something different going on with that area which will affect the property's value. And try to keep a very open mind on this, because whenever you're looking at comps, you gotta look at your home objectively. I mean, if you see a home down the street that was like 3 beds, 2 baths, and it sold for $300,000 or $400,000. Let's just call it $300,000. The 3-bed, 2-bath home sold for $300,000 right down the street, exactly the same as yours. It was 2,000 square feet, quarter-acre lot, all that good stuff, right? Well, if that home sold for $300,000 and it had all the bells and whistles, it had all those upgrades, all the things that buyers are looking for in the market, and yours does not, be honest with yourself that you're not going to hit the same price just because you have a shell of a house that's exactly the same. It's about as real as it gets. You got to be honest with yourself, which brings us into tip number 3, which is being open-minded to making changes. So you really want to be open-minded to making changes. Now, if your current home's condition, going back to that 3-bed, 2-bath, the one that sold down the street at $300,000, if your home would, in its fair market conditions, let's say $260,000, but maybe $10,000 or $15,000 of renovations could assist you in getting that $300,000 sales price. If you have the time and inclination, that might be something that you want to look into. There are several small impactful changes that you can make. Meaningful changes in the kitchen and the bathrooms are going to yield huge results for you, as is boosting your curb appeal to draw in more people and tending to normal wear and tear on the home with a home maintenance list. So you want to get all that stuff done, and the sooner that you can actually work with a real estate agent, the better, because they have the eye and know what the market is going to be looking at and what buyers are looking for in the current market. Which actually brings us to tip number 4, which is simply attending open houses. Now, if you see open houses in your community, go in and take a look at the open houses. What you want to look for is you want to see, did the seller do staging? What was your honest opinion of that property? Did they have the upgrades? What were people saying in the open house? Were there people huddled off to the corner saying, hey, you know, this is a nice place, we're gonna make an offer, where there's a lot of activity? Or were there people just going in the house and out of the house just as fast? You know, those type of things give you an idea of what the market's looking for. It gives you an idea of what the activity is going to be like on your house. And if that house is getting a lot of attention and it's nicer than yours, then you might want to consider there's going to be either a trade-off in price or some things that you need to do to it. So it's very important to know that, which brings us around to tip number 5, which is to use your trusted real estate agent as a resource. The sooner you can bring in a trusted real estate advisor, the better off that you're going to be in planning on how best to sell your home, how to sell your home fast, and the best way to price your home right out of the gate for your current market conditions and your current marketplace. Now, whenever I will share this with you, there's 2 really critical things you need to know whenever you're selecting your real estate agent. Number 1, you want to actually go online and Google the agents. You want to check for their ratings. You want to read the reviews. You also want to check their past 12-month sales history, and ideally the agent is helping at least 12 families a year buy or sell a home. And the last thing that you want to be looking for, or perhaps the first thing you might want to look for, is actually specialized designations, such as a certified residential specialist, simply denoted as a CRS. Only about 3% of agents nationwide carry a certified residential specialist, CRS. designation. So when you want the best, you work with a CRS. The other designation you may want to be looking for is a seller's representative specialist. That's another designation denoted as an SRS. Now, this has been today's video about how to price your home to sell. If you have any questions about this, I'm putting my contact information up. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions you may have, or if you simply want to say hi. Now, if you've learned something new from this video, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. And number 3, please share this video with someone that you know is going to be able to help. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you next week with home selling tips. Enjoy a fantastic day.